Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, welcome to the seventh and final ancient planetary system using your birth date. Now, you'll see we are now in 2025, period 7, Saturn cycle. And again, this is the ancient planetary system, and this system predates any astrology. And actually, astrology is based on some of the planetary aspects. Now, this is a Saturn cycle in a Saturn year. Saturn, Lord of Karma, delays but never denies. Now, the 2025 planetary cycles, Earth is right now in the Saturn cycle in a Saturn year. And this cycle runs from January 26th to March 19th. So 2024-25 is a Saturn year. And this is the Saturn cycle for Earth in the Saturn year. So in Rosicrucian terms, we're in the year 3377. On March 20th, or the spring equinox, we move into 3378. So that's why these cycles overlap our present day calendars. These cycles were based on the ancient calendars that started at the spring equinox. All right. So, what do you do in the Saturn cycle, in the seventh and final cycle of a year? And this is a Saturn cycle in a Saturn year. And so, when you get a double like that, it's elevated and you have to really pay attention. So, some of the things you can do that are good is look after papers of protection. Go get your wills. Make sure your life insurance, apply for your life insurance. If you need any kind of trademarks or letters of patent, anything like that, any kind of legal papers that would give you some kind of protection. So anything that, for example, would have to go to like a court of law to be undone kind of thing. Invest in things of the earth. Things that are deep seated in the earth or of earth: gold, gems, iron, oil, agriculture. But be careful, it's agriculture, plants or trees of the earth. Agricultural not meaning cows or chickens, or those are different. So it's just agriculture, things of the earth, and real estate. Now, this is so interesting because just recently I did a video on Saturn, and my cards are telling me that Earth is actually an ancient Saturn moon. Because you think about it, why does Saturn apply to Earth? Why is Saturn an Earth base? Why is that give Earth things? And it's possibly they say Earth used to be a moon. And it could possibly have been a moon from Saturn. Something happened to Saturn, and that's why there's Saturn rings there. Some of their moons exploded. So perhaps there was a big explosion and it hurled Earth into its present location. I just think that's fascinating that Saturn, a planet out in space, actually represents Earth to us. And once I did that video, I made the connection. Also, it's the best time to undo anything. You can retire. This is the best time to retire, divorce, close a business. If the business has been falling apart and not making a profit, then this is the best time to close it, or finish a lawsuit. Like, finish anything up. So anything that you're undoing. So you're undoing a marriage, divorcing. You're undoing a career, you're retiring. You're undoing a business, you close the business. You started a lawsuit, you finish the lawsuit. That kind of thing. Now, black and more black. Your black is black. So any teams that wear the color black are going to be really lucky. Judges wear those black robes. If you want to look very powerful right now in these next 52 days, January 26th to March 19th, black and more black. Will be very authoritative. So anything that wears black, policemen who wear black, any kind of military that wears black. I know military usually wears greens and blues and whatnot, but if like you're special ops or something and you're wearing black, um, it'll just they just are really the authority right now. Also, in this Saturn year, in the Saturn cycle, in the Saturn year, we're going to see some shock endings, endings in marriages, layoffs. Interestingly, we've already seen some layoffs. Are we going to hear the end of the Obama um, marriage? Uh, we just saw Harry, who said he would never settle a lawsuit, settle it. And he said, well, that was yesterday. Now, remember, these cycles don't wear a watch. It's like a sunset and a sunrise. So this cycle actually started a couple of days ago, and it'll take a couple of days to actually really take foot. So we are already seeing. We saw shock layoffs. I think what Trump is doing, closing some things. There was some kind of shock layoff. So shock endings of things like be like what? And this Saturn cycle in a Saturn year, karma is dished out. If you think you've escaped karma, boy oh boy, have you got a surprise coming. It's almost as if revenge is a dish best served cold, we're hearing from Saturn during these next 52 days. Also goes the other way. If you've been giving out good karma, watch for Saturn to reward that. All right. This is for a time for depression. You'll find you're down very, very easily. Depression, inertia, procrastination, all of that in this next 52 days. It'll affect some people more than others, and I'll get into that when I go over your birthday readings. But you'll find that people, they're a very downcast mood, a gloomy mood it will be cast upon the earth. And we have to remember it's only for 52 days. And this is Saturn, which is also known as the black sun, is in control right now. And so as long as you know that, this is just a cycle we're in. We are in the northern hemisphere, we are in the darkest days. In the southern hemisphere, it might be so hot outside you can't go outside, so you're inside a dark room, or you say inside your dark cave, or so in some respects it also can be your darkest days if you're not getting out in the sun and getting your vitamin D. All right, so if you haven't been here before and this is the first one you're watching, these cycles are based on your birth date. Doesn't matter what year you're born, doesn't matter what time you're born, just your birth date. So if your birth date is January 26th to March 19th, you are in the first period of this year. If your birthday is December 5th to January 25th, you are in the second period. If your birthday is October 14th to December 4th, you are in the third period. If your birthday is August 23rd to October 13th, you are in your fourth period. If your birthday is July 1st to August 22nd, you are in the fifth period. If your birthday is May 11th to July 1st, you are in your sixth period. And if your birthday is March 19th to May 10th, you are in the seventh period. And what does this all mean? Well, this is the period of your own personal solar cycle from when your birth date to your birth date. And if your birth date is around these dates, I really encourage you to look at the previous or the next description of what cycle you're in. Again, because the planets, think of a sunrise sunset. Takes a while for the sun to actually get over that horizon, and then when it sets, we have a long sunset and twilight. So same thing, it can go up to 3 days either way. All right, so let's start with January 26th to March 19th. Happy birthday. You are now in the birthday time. Also, be very careful if you're closer to March 19th than January 26th. I really encourage you to listen to the next one as well. So, for example, if your birthday's anywhere from, let's say, March 11th to March 19th, please read the next one as well. Okay? So, you are in period 1, you are in a sun cycle during a Saturn year. You are starting your solar year right from your birthday. But you are a Saturn personality. The following 52 days will be all about you. The sun is shining on you, putting you in the spotlight. Until the spring equinox, you can advance anything you want to be in public. Also, it is a warning not to be sloppy with what you don't want out in public. It is not a great time to start anything. Still, it's a great time to network, seek partnerships, apply for promotions, seek favors, nurture relationships with authority figures, have a court case, be in public in any capacity, build up credit, put your name forward, build your reputation, being your own cheerleader, and getting your name out to people in high positions who can someday help you. It's not an excellent time for making sales, but for building up your network and referrals. Watch out for speeding tickets and don't do anything illegal. In a Saturn year, you will find your best connections with older people, especially if they are involved in gold, oil, agriculture, or funerals. If you're looking for a new job, it's best to network with anything related to the earth, things within it, or real estate. I also like to add, if you're looking for a new job, you may want to look at going into the funeral industry. All right? Wear black and gold to garner favor from others. It is a great time to build up your energy levels with plenty of time spent outdoors under the sun. Great results will come with ordinary wellness, such as drinking water, eating essential foods, and doing general movement with walking. Watch exercises and foods that heat the body, such as starches and raw or rare meats. The eyes will be highly sensitive at this time, so be careful under the sun or bright lights. If good health has eluded you, this is the best time all year to have a surgical procedure or start a new health regime with the suggestions above. This isn't your strongest time all year, but it will be fruitful if you don't start anything new, right? So you are a Saturn personality in a sun year. And so you are the black star and the sun is the gold star. And you guys clash, but the sun still can be your friend. But you do not want to start anything because you are earth based and the sun. So you think you put a seed in the earth. What does that sun do? It'll burn the seed rather than help it grow. Okay, so that's why you don't want to start anything new. But if that seed has already started to sprout, you want to nurture it. Okay, all right. Oh, look at that. The clock agrees with me. Okay, so if your birthday is March 19th to May 10th, you are in period 7, a Saturn cycle in a Saturn year, and you are a sun personality. And hello, I'm one of you. Now, if your birthday's later, if your birthday's in May, for example, I would also look at the next slide. Okay? All right. The following 52 days will be all about what needs to leave, what isn't working, and karma for your best interests. As a sun personality, you are the only group who will struggle with this most this time of year. The days are the darkest for you. The days are darkest for you, sun personalities. If something, marriage, job, business, project, has been a struggle, it might completely collapse during this period of the year. If something collapses, it's best to put it away for good. It is very easy to become pessimistic and destructive these 52 days, so take care not to destroy something that could be fixable. Impulsiveness will bring disaster during this period of the year. Hold off any new ideas and beginnings until the energies are better later in the year. Expansion will be complex these 52 days, and you may feel like everything is inert. Do not incur any new debt. It is best to just coast through this time. This is a good time to deal with judges and police matter or anyone who wears black as a uniform. It's also a good time to apply for protection papers such as wills and patents. It's a perfect time to deal with anything related to land, real estate, mines, minerals, and the earth or what lives within it. You'll feel stronger wearing or buying black items. Do not do anything that is improvement on your bones or teeth. Voyages, especially far off places, should be avoided. Depression, colds, and other maladies contracted during these 52 days will tend to linger or be challenging to cure. It is very easy to become despondent and lack energy, especially for Sun people. We are in the exact opposite. So we are in the black sun, and we are Sun, and they are enemies, Saturn and the Sun. And so it is the most difficult time for us all year. If your body is tired, let it rest. This is not a good time for remedial medication or an operation, unless, of course, it's an emergency. All five senses are affected during this period. It is the most solemn time of the year for your health. This is a hazardous time for your mental health. Have plenty of bright lights or spend time outside on a sunny day. And you'll find that if you are despondent or down, those sunny days will really help you. Do not get under the covers and in a dark room. It'll only spiral you down further and further. All right. So if your birthday is May 11th to July 1st, you are in period 6, the Venus cycle in a Saturn year. But you are a moon personality. The following 52 days are the best time for a short holiday. This is a time for pleasure and relaxation, so the trip should be brief and sweet, not long and arduous. A sunny holiday where you can recharge is best. And not over water, but because you're a moon personality, it can be near water. Your affairs will continue easily and be a joy as long as they are above board. This is a party time for you, but be careful with the alcohol. Be respectful and network at parties this year. This is a time of expansion for you in every aspect, so be prudent. This is a time to purchase things for the home or yourself, especially if they are antiques, aged, luxurious, and will not put you into debt. This is the best time to make new friends, especially if they are older than you and come into your life socially or unexpectedly. They will be a solid friend for a very long time, most likely until the end of your life. I would like to add, especially if you meet them on this short little trip holiday that you're going on. It's also a good time to renew friendships that have grown apart or stale. It's the best time all year to deal with women as socially and in business, and women will find it's a great time to deal with men socially. It's the best time of the year to enjoy luxury, clothes, trips, jewelry, perfumes, wines, food, spas, etc., especially if they are aged, antiques, wine, cheese, black, or last a lifetime. As long as you can afford it, this is the time of year to spoil and adorn yourself with items from deep in the earth, diamond, metals, etc. It is a lucky time to speculate significantly when investing in luxurious items. But be aware, it is the wrong time for overindulgence. Do not incur any debt. Plenty of water and fiber, so in fact, the complete digestive tract should be consumed and the rest should be taken when needed. Do not over-exercise. Take time to be in a beautiful garden or park. Wrap yourself in a cashmere scarf or have that one glass of expensive champagne. All right, if your birthday is July 2nd to August 22nd, you're in period 5, the Jupiter cycle in a Saturn year, and you are a Mars personality. Now, being a Mars personality in a Jupiter cycle in a Saturn year, this won't be as expansive to you as it has been in previous years because Saturn's kind of putting a damper on the Jupiter. All right? But even so, The following 52 days are the luckiest and best for success in all aspects of the year. It is the easiest time of the year for your personal and business to expand and increase in prosperity. Manifestation happens quickly during these 52 days for you. You will find that you are more interested in philosophy, society, and honesty, and are more empathetic towards people. It is an excellent time to deal with lawyers, professors, doctors, wealthy people, or anyone of good standing. This is a great time to start any study in the mystical or arcane. You'll find it is a good time to collect money that is owed. This is a time to invest in military, electrical, knives or sharp objects, and masculine based businesses such as barbers, shaving equipment, gyms, those kind of things. This is an auspicious time, especially if you wear black items. Buy a black wallet or phone case if you run your business exclusively from your phone. Be aware of incurring any debt, as this tends to expand during these 52 days. Anything tricky or underhanded will ensure a more significant karmic reaction than expected, so always stay in integrity. Physical fighting could lead to expanded trouble, so watch for those bar fights, pushing and shoving. You might find that the police are going to get involved, and or there'll be real damage to bodies. Just really stay away from fighting at all. It'll just expand into more and more trouble. Health should be excellent, mainly if a normal lifestyle is engaged. This is the best time all year to adopt good breathing hygiene and to spend time outdoors in fresh air. This is the worst time all year to overindulge in food or drinks, as weight or other maladies due to overindulgence will tend to continue to expand beyond this period. This is the best time to overcome chronic conditions. This is the best time to engage mind-body suggestions and energy healing with thoughts all year. This is the easiest time of the year for you, so bite your tongue and be jovial. All right, so if your birthday is August 23rd to October 13th, you're in period 4, a Mercury period in a Saturn year, and you are a Mercury personality. So we got a little bit of double karma going on here, Mercury, so pay attention. For the next 52 days, you'll be filled with mental or nervous energy versus the physical energy of the previous period. It's an excellent time for writing, studies, memory work, quick thinking, content creation, photography, and anything related to words and thoughts. You'll find ideas come quickly and naturally to you during this period. And with Saturn ruling the year, you'll find that you'll stick to it to completion. It is safe to act upon impulses and put them into practical action. Your intuition will be highly charged, and if you have trouble hearing your intuition, this is the best time to work on increasing your ability to trust your intuition. This is a good time to work with anything in the media, including social media. Artists are more creative during this period. Wearing red during this period will give you more energy and confidence. A warning about this period is that it is the most dangerous time for material loss. It is the period during the whole year when thieves and scammers will be attracted to you. This is the time of the year when the loss of important papers, stolen money, scam investments, identity theft, and falsehood abound. Be aware at all times and don't believe everything you hear. Significant losses, bullying, and false accusations occur during this period. If you've been less than honest in your dealings, prepare for Saturn to balance the books. It is not a good time to enter into marriage, return from long journeys, or buy a home or business. During this period, your nervous system will be overworked, and too much studying, reading, or concentrating on one subject, for example, social media, will bring much stress to the body. More sleep and rest are needed here than any other time during the year. If you don't listen to what stress levels are trying to tell you, a mental breakdown can occur. Remember, this is only for 52 days. So get through this period. Watch this period. You're as a Mercury personality, you really have to watch this period. Please reread this 2, 3 times, and remember, it's only for 52 days. All right? So good luck with that period, Mercury personalities. All right, so if your birthday is October 14th to December 4th, you are in your period 3. You are in your Mars period in a Saturn year, and you are a Jupiter personality. You might be one of the only personalities that really is lucky enough to escape this time without too much danger, but that doesn't mean you're free and clear. All right, the following 52 days are the best time of the year to engage in heavy physical work or work that needs a steady pace over a long time. If you need to overcome any great labor project, this is the time to do it. You'll find you'll have more energy than usual and enthusiasm to start projects. However, this is also a karmic period, and the universe tends to dish out rewards or tasks. If the energy that wants to express itself is appropriately directed, this is the best time of the year to start a business, especially if it's a business that works with the communications or marketing of the military, sharp objects, weapons, gyms, fire, heating, electrical, or any male focused business. Your vitality and physical body will be at its best, and this is the best time to start a new exercise program. However, if this energy is misspent, projects that have begun will not be completed, and there will be a real threat of physical burnout. This is the best time of the year to deal with enemies or competitors if sheer physical labor will win. However, using arguments, words, or the legal system will result in nothing being settled. This is the best time for salespeople or lecturers who must give a forceful speech to win their favor. This is an unfavorable time to deal with women, and women should note that it's the most favorable time for dealing with men. Many quarrels, arguments, and strifes occur, and this should be avoided because they will not end well for anyone involved. This is not a good time to get married. This is when accidents happen or sudden surgeries come into your life. Stay alert when driving or around crowds. Please be careful when handling sharp items and fires. Do not overeat and keep the body cool when possible. Heartburn is at its worst during these 52 days. Breakouts and rashes can occur if the bowels are not kept clean. The blood pressure can be the highest all year during this time. Any abnormal physical pressure on the body will lead to a physical breakdown. So if you are a big jogger, watch your knees. Right? If do not push your body during this time. It's only 52 days. After these 52 days, then go ahead and you'll be in a different period in your sun cycle, and it'll be better for your body. All right. So the last one, if your birthday is between December 5th and January 25th, you are in period 2. You are in a moon period in a Saturn year, and you are a Venus personality. These 52 days will be perfect for things that start and end within these 52 days. Anything that begins during this time will not last very long. For example, it is perfect for moving into a home, but buying a home during this period will result in another move sooner than you want. So this is a perfect time for moving up in a job, but starting a job during this time will result in changing jobs sooner than you want. This is a time for items that are short, quick, and over with soon. Short, quick journeys or journeys over water are favored during this time. This is a favorable for moving items such as sending packages or deliveries, moving freight, automobiles, transportation, traveling shows, circuses, caterers, pop-up markets, hotels, traffic, things that move quickly, or working with companies that specialize in these industries will go smoothly. This is the only time all year that anything related to liquids like alcohol, oil and gasoline, dairy, water movement, car washes, tides, or businesses dealing with these will also go smoothly. Do not start anything significant during this time, including contracts, legal proceedings, or marriage. These 52 days will move too fast for you. As a Venus personality, you like your slow and comfort, and things that move fast will tend to give you a bit of anxiety. So be careful with that. Any agricultural efforts will succeed, especially in vineyards or any product that is harvested in the autumn time. So, wheat, squashes, um, yeah, anything that's like vineyards, grapes, anything that's apples, uh, pears, those kind of things. But anything that is fast growing, so for example, lettuce, radishes, anything that is, a fast harvest, they'll do okay, but they'll be better if you do something, if you do any kind of agricultural efforts, anything that will be harvested in the autumn, just for you, for Venus people. Do not loan or borrow money. You'll find it challenging to complete. Please do not start any large construction or renovation, as it will continually increase in scope and cost. Do not invest, gamble, or play the stock market during this period. Your losses will be more significant than usual. Temporary conditions such as headaches, digestion upset, passing despondency, aches and pains, minor colds, and flu may interfere with your health. Watch your alcohol consumption. Anything that lasts a few days and disappears quickly will occur during this time. So, like a headache or, an allergy or some such thing like that, bloating or whatever. It'll pass very, very quickly. So there you have it. All 7 periods, and for the whole year. And now all you have to do is watch these same over every year, because they don't change. And that's what's nice about this. That's what the difference is about between this and astrology. Once you know the system, then you just have to come back, and the days might change here and there a little bit, because the equinox changes every year. So it might be a bit different, especially if you are on the cusp days. You might want to just double check that. But yeah, so now you've got all 7 periods, and you can just continue to watch this year after year. Not much will change. Some of you might want to know, we are now done our Saturn year. Next year is Venus year. We are going to be in a Venus year. So next year will be a lot about luxury and beauty and whatnot. All right, so thank you very much for following along. This system is now complete, and good luck to you and all the best. Take good care. Bye for now.